Hey, Beth. Long time no see. How've you been?
Huh? Is that you, Ted?
Hey, you remembered me. Guess it makes sense. There's no way you could forget. I bet you couldn't stop thinking about me for a single day.
I beg your pardon?
Well, it's only natural, I guess. After all, you're so attached to me you couldn't stop thinking about me. I am unforgettable. Guilty as charged.
What is this all of a sudden? We haven't talked in years. You seem so excited.
Huh? So it really is that obvious that I'm just bursting with joy? I really thought I was just acting normal, but shucks.
What?
Well, if it's so apparent, I might as well tell you. I'm getting married! So this feels like the best time of my entire life.
I see. So you're getting married. Congrats, then.
Thanks a bunch. I just want to say, I'm sorry, Beth. No matter how much you may love me, I'm getting married to someone else. You should just count your losses and give up on being with me.
What?
I thought I should at least let you know. You know, otherwise you'd feel attached to me forever. It was difficult for me to contact you about this. But will you just support me in my decision to be happy?
Hang on a second. What have you been going on about? Why are you so hung up on the idea that I'm attached to you?
It's just that. When we broke up, you were sobbing uncontrollably.
What?
I know you loved me so much you couldn't help but cry your eyes out. That's why I figured you couldn't give up on me so easily.
What on earth are you talking about? I was sobbing so uncontrollably because you broke up with me right before our wedding with no good reason as to why. I wasn't crying because of some attachment to you.
There you go again, putting up a strong front.
The day before we got married, you were all, "There's gotta be somebody else out there that I'm really meant to be with." You just blurted that out, then disappeared. That would make anyone cry. I'm not attached to you in the slightest. The only thing I feel for you is anger.
Well, that's not very becoming of you at all. I was so sure that you loved me.
Seriously?
Well, I'm sorry about what happened back then. But because of all that, I've met my soulmate and I'm getting married. My judgment back then was spot on.
Is that so? Good for you, then.
So you should hurry up and get married too, Beth. You won't regret it.
Long time no see, Beth. Do you remember me? It's me, Hallie from middle school. Whoa, Hallie? Of course I remember you. Good to know. How long has it been? It's been such a long time. Kinda surprising that you knew my contact info. Actually, you came up as a suggested contact, probably from a mutual friend. And when I looked at your profile, I thought I recognized your face, so I decided to contact you to make sure. Oh, I see. Well, it's me. How've you been? Great! Actually, I'm getting married soon. Really? You're getting married? Yeah. Do you know Ted? Actually, I think you talked with him a few days ago. No way. Hold up. You're marrying Ted? Mm-hmm. Are you good friends with him then? No, I really wouldn't say we're friends. We actually dated a long time ago. So I guess you could call us exes. Wow, really? Just to let you know, there isn't a single thing between us now. As for our conversation a few days ago, he actually went out of his way just to let me know he was getting married. That was the first time I talked to him since the day we broke up. I see. I can't believe that actually happened, though. I'm just as shocked as you are. To think that all this time the soulmate he was talking about was you.
I can't just let this go and say nothing about it.
What?
Hallie, I really hate to ask this, but are you really sure you want to marry Ted? Maybe you should reconsider.
I'm not sure I get what you mean.
He literally just dumped me out of nowhere. He broke it off the day before our wedding.
The day before the wedding?
He said his real soulmate was out there somewhere, then he just disappeared like that. But then I found out after that he'd been cheating on me with a bunch of other girls. Then he suddenly got turned off to the idea of getting married and ran off.
What? No way! That's horrible.
It really is. That's why I'm saying I really think you should reconsider marrying him. I'm sure there's someone better out there for a kind, sweet girl like you, Hallie.
Maybe that's true. But I'm fine, really. I actually think a horrible man fits my lifestyle anyway.
What? What does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Thanks for the heads up, though. I'm glad you're still the caring person you've always been.
It's more than that, though.
Hey, since we started talking, though, how about going out for lunch or something sometime? I'm not in touch with anybody from middle school.
I'd be happy to, but is that really all right with you? I am your future husband's ex, after all.
Oh, I don't worry about stuff like that. It's settled then. I'll message you later. I'm so excited to be able to see you again, Beth.
Man, married life sure is great. I never could have imagined life could be so grand. You should get married soon too. Haha. I think you'll like it. Seriously? Save the conversations about your lovey-dovey feelings for your friends or co-workers. Now. If I did that, I'd make all of them super jealous of me. Can't have that. Whatever. If I just boast about how great my wife is, nobody's gonna like me. I must be the only man in the world to have such a perfect, beautiful wife. You're that infatuated with her? Who could have imagined I'd meet my soulmate on a dating app? It makes all my past failures seem worth it. You met her on a dating app? You got that right. She said she was looking to get married, so I contacted her immediately. Then when I met her, she was drop-dead gorgeous. And to top it all off, we got married so quickly and smoothly. Huh. It was that easy? She's a really shy girl, so we didn't have a wedding ceremony, but it's been a dream come true living with such a beauty. She makes great food and has an amazing figure. No way I could have been this happy if I'd gotten married to you. Excuse me? I saw you on Facebook the other day. You looked like a drab, single, middle-aged auntie. Ha! What's that supposed to mean? I guess at first glance, for a single girl, you look alright. But you can't fool anybody with all those sags and wrinkles. Guess what I'm saying is, time sure hasn't been kind to you. You already look like an old lady. Excuse me! I definitely made the right decision back then. My wife is an amazing cook, has an amazing figure, and is intelligent to boot. If a man's gonna get married, the girl's gotta be perfect. Unlike you, she's the perfect woman. Guess a girl just can't compete with a pro. Huh? Man, the way you talk about your wife. I know you really love her, but it's not really fair. There's no way any regular girl could compete with someone as well acquainted with nightlife as Hallie. I should have known. Wait a minute. How in the hell do you know my wife's name? And what do you mean by well acquainted with nightlife? Huh, so she hasn't told you then. We used to be classmates back in middle school. Wait, really? Forget about that, though. Doesn't seem quite right that you don't know anything about your wife's line of work. Even though you're her husband, you haven't even the faintest clue that your wife is a stripper. Wait, what? Hallie is a stripper? She told me all about it when we went out to lunch a few weeks back.
She said she's been their #1 girl for the past 5 years in a row. She has a ton of customers. And last year, she raked in over $1 million in one day for a birthday party.
$1 million? Wait a minute. This is all just one big fat lie.
Is it though?
Yeah, of course. There's no way my precious Hallie could possibly be a stripper.
You really know nothing about this, huh?
I knew she worked at night, but I haven't heard anything about her being a stripper. She doesn't even have any makeup on when she leaves for work. She probably just works at an all-night diner or something.
Probably? You mean you never even asked her? What, you just decided that since she leaves without putting makeup on, she must be working at an all-night diner?
But if she was a stripper, she'd be wearing a lot of makeup. She doesn't put her hair up either.
Of course she doesn't. Why would she? Did it ever occur to you that maybe she gets her hair and makeup done at a salon before she goes into work?
What?
Besides, didn't I tell you she's their #1 girl? They're very thorough about making sure that customers don't find out where she lives. Just like how they do with any famous person who wants their privacy.
No.
What are you getting so flustered about? So maybe you're a bit surprised about her job. Aren't you satisfied with having such a beautiful wife? Also, she's our #1 stripper, so you can hold your head up high.
What? What on earth are you talking about? There's no way my wife works a night job like that. If she was a stripper, that'd mean she's flirting around with other dudes.
Yep, sounds about right.
But I haven't even held Hallie's hand yet. And she's doing that sort of thing with the other guys?
Wait, you haven't even held hands yet?
I told you, she's just so shy. She says she's still not quite ready yet, so we sleep in separate rooms.
Seriously?
What in the hell is going on here?
Hey, Beth! You told Ted about my work, didn't you?
I'm sorry, Hallie. I thought he already knew.
He misunderstood what kind of work I do, and it worked out better that way. So I didn't tell him the whole truth.
I really am sorry. Is everything all right?
Well, I guess it's fine. I was thinking about divorcing him anyway, so maybe it's all for the best.
Divorce? Already? You're already going to get divorced?
Didn't I tell you that the last time we talked? I married him assuming we'd get divorced anyway.
What, really? I think I would remember something like that.
Yeah. I needed to keep away one really creepy customer. So I figured I'd just get married to anyone.
I'm not sure I understand.
They kept trying to propose to me. I tried to wriggle out of the situation, but they even tried to submit a fake marriage certificate to City Hall.
Wow, that really is crazy.
I know! So I thought I should get hitched with someone as a precaution, get my last name changed and all that.
You really overdid it by doing that, though. If you were really worried, you could have just registered a name change and kept that one secret.
Wait, you can do that? I had no idea!
You always miss important details like that. That's one thing that hasn't changed about you at all.
Well, in the end, it's all the same anyway. In any case, I was able to throw off that creepy customer.
But is that really okay? Isn't it against the rules of establishments like yours to be married?
You'd think so, but that's not the case at all.
Is that so?
The fact that I'm someone else's wife actually improves my earnings.
Really? That's hilarious.
It's perfect for women our age anyway, don't you think? Otherwise, we get thrown in with and compared to the younger girls. As much as I work out and stay healthy, time waits for no woman, you know? At some point, there's nothing to do but find a new angle of attack. A married woman. That's spicy.
When you put it that way.
It's better to just be upfront from the start and let everyone know that I'm married. It gets a kind of taboo feeling going that really excites things. And the weird or creepy guys just naturally stay away because they don't want to fight an angry husband. It made for a great deterrent against guys like that.
Huh. I see. I never knew nightlife could be so complex.
Well, of course it does depend on your age and persona. Anyway, in my case, I have no issues with staying married.
But you're still going to get a divorce? I thought you said it was a good deterrent.
I've got that covered. I'll just change my persona from married woman to divorced woman.
Sounds like a lot of work.
I just really like this line of work. It's fun. Not to mention, I want to see how much I can earn doing this job. That's why I'm just going to divorce Ted anyway and keep my real last name a secret. That way, even if a creep tries to submit a fake marriage registration form again, they'll never get the name right.
You're such a professional. I'm at a loss for words, Hallie. I'm impressed.
And that was the reason I was looking for just any idiot who would get married to me too quickly. What a coincidence that it ended up being your ex. I was so surprised.
I was more shocked than you were.
Oh, I almost forgot. When things have calmed down, why don't you stop by my work for a drink? I'll make sure you get the best service. Alright, I have work today, so I'll see you later.
Beth, I don't know what to do. Hallie's filing for a divorce. Wow, she sure didn't waste any time getting that ball rolling. She said she was planning to divorce me from the very start. She gave me some money as a way of apology, but I really wanted to be with her. But you don't really want to be married to a woman who's a stripper, do you? There was no other way this could have ended but in divorce. I mean, I didn't like that, but I would have put up with it if she'd stayed with me. Instead, she's just suddenly leaving me. Just give it up already. No matter what you do, she's not gonna come back. As if I could just give up on her that easily. I'll never meet another amazing girl like her again. And I was married to such a beautiful woman for a few months. I can never get married, ever again. I think you've set the bar too high, Ted. Hallie's way out of your league. What should I do? Even if I go back to dating apps, every woman I see just looks inferior to me. At this rate, I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life. If you're that upset about it, why don't you save up some money and go to where she works as a customer? Try to become a man she could truly love. Do you think I can make that kind of money? She was able to make $1 million for one birthday party. With my salary, I can't even afford a bottle of champagne. Then why don't you get a better job or something? You're the kind of man willing to drop everything and just get married even without a proper ceremony. Or break up with your fiancé the day before your wedding. You're impulsive! Surely quitting your job should be easy for you. Come on. That's crazy talk. I guess you're right. Anyway, see you later. If you want someone to comfort you over your wife leaving you, why don't you grab your wallet and go to a strip club? Hey, Beth. I've made up my mind. I've decided I'll marry you after all. Excuse me? What are you trying to pull all of a sudden? This past month has been really awful. I told all my coworkers that I got married, so they all keep asking me to let them meet her. How about you just tell them you got divorced? I can't tell them the truth now. They're already starting to call me a liar and my excuses aren't fooling them anymore. So I thought if I just get married to you, things will all just work themselves out. Excuse me? Besides, you're still single anyway, aren't you? It's perfect timing, so I'll just have you. Don't make me laugh. Who on earth would marry you? Well, we did get engaged once. And I'm sure you're getting tired of being single in your 30s by now. Come on, I'm offering you a compromise here. Don't you think it's perfect? You've got to be kidding me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm seeing someone, and we're talking about getting married. You're kidding. Really?
Thanks to some tips from Hallie, I worked really hard to get better at making myself more attractive. And as a result, I met someone really nice. There's nothing you could ever do to make me agree to marry you. Especially not some trashy compromise crap.
Hey, wait a minute. This can't be true.
Just tell everyone at your job the truth. Bye-bye. I'm very happy with my boyfriend, and we're planning to spend our lives together forever. As for Ted, he still hasn't been able to tell his co-workers the truth. To this day, he's still insisting he's married and has a beautiful wife. He even shows everyone Hallie's pictures and tells everyone that she's so beautiful he doesn't want any of them to meet her in person. Subsequently, now all his co-workers just treat him as a pathetic, pathological liar, and he's basically been estranged by everyone there. And as it turns out, he actually did go to Hallie's workplace once, but he was banned from entering, even with all his blubbering about being Hallie's ex-husband. I heard the bouncers beat the living daylights out of him.